73 years, more than half a century, a span of time long enough for humanity to step onto the moon, invent the internet, and split the atom. So, how is it that the papers of Nikola Tesla, a genius who pushed the absolute boundaries of modern physics, which were hastily seized from his deathbed, managed to be kept hidden for all these years without a single leak? And more importantly, could there be a hidden connection between these yellowed papers shelved by the FBI in 1943 under the claim of having no military value, and one of the most radical patents registered on behalf of the US Navy in 2016? Today, we descend to the deepest shelves of locked archives. As we trace the footprints of Salvatore Pais's physics-defying patents, we analyze step-by-step the missing 73-year chronology and the claims surrounding this process. Prepare yourselves, because this is not merely a history of technology, but the anatomy of the technological pursuits happening behind the scenes of global power dynamics. It all began on the morning of January 8th, 1943. Just hours after Tesla's lifeless body was found, the US government's Office of Alien Property intervened. Tesla was an American citizen, but the secrets he carried belonged to the entire world. The FBI seized all documents in the room. However, analyzing these papers required far more than an ordinary agent. The figure brought in was a brilliant engineer and physicist serving at MIT, one of the most respected institutions of the era, John G. Trump. He was the biological uncle of future US President Donald Trump, and at the time, he played a pioneering role in the development of high-voltage X-ray generators and radar systems. For 3 days, John G. Trump examined the trunks taken from Tesla's hotel room. In his official report, he stated that Tesla's recent works were mostly speculative and philosophical, containing no practically applicable military methods or scientific reality. Mainstream history accepted this report and convinced the world that Tesla's notes were harmless. Yet, there was a highly critical question mark that some independent researchers and historians did not overlook. If the documents were completely useless and worthless, why were all of Tesla's papers transferred to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and locked away from the public for decades under a top-secret classification? So, what kind of clues do researchers claim were hidden within these papers? It is a known fact that Tesla approached Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity with skepticism. While Einstein explained gravity as the curvature of space-time, Tesla argued that empty space was not actually empty, but filled with a dynamic energy field he called ether. According to Tesla, if this ether field could be manipulated with sufficiently high-frequency electromagnetic waves, control over gravity and inertia could be achieved. He referred to this theoretical approach as the dynamic theory of gravity. Now let's fast forward 73 years in time to 2016. When we look at the content of the plasma compression fusion device patent obtained by Salvatore Pais on behalf of the US Navy, an intriguing theoretical parallel stands out. The patent document proposes that by utilizing the vibration and oscillation of high-frequency electromagnetic radiation, quantum vacuum fluctuations can be manipulated, thereby influencing gravitational fields. This is precisely where researchers build a bridge. They debate whether the hypothetical process Tesla called ether manipulation in his own era and the modern patent's concept of quantum vacuum fluctuations are fundamentally based on a similar electromagnetic manipulation logic. Of course, this is not definitive proof, but this terminological proximity between the two theoretical approaches remains a highly captivating research topic for history of science enthusiasts. This brings a vital question to mind. If this theoretical framework has been known since 1943, why did it take until 2016 to be brought to light? According to some aerospace engineers, the answer might lie not in theory, but in materials science and computational power. Tesla, with his genius, could design these theories in his mind. But the technological infrastructure to test these ideas did not exist during his lifetime. The first obstacle was the power source. Achieving the imagined electromagnetic manipulation required massive amounts of energy, and with 1940s generator technology, fitting this power into a portable aircraft was practically impossible. Pais's patent, on the other hand, seeks ways to obtain this level of energy only through modern nuclear fusion or advanced superconductivity technologies. The second obstacle was the difficulty of calculating the extremely complex and chaotic behaviors of high-frequency plasma fields. In an era before digital computers existed, simulating these equations was impossible. Today, supercomputers and advanced plasma modeling software allow these complex calculations to be carried out. The third factor was materials science. Synthetic nanomaterials, such as carbon nanotubes or graphene, capable of withstanding such extreme electromagnetic stresses and high temperatures, had not yet been discovered. Looked at from these perspectives, rather than the notes being worthless, it is thought that a maturation process of several decades was required for technology to finally catch up with these theoretical predictions. So, why was 2016 specifically chosen, and why were these unusual patents made available to the public? Some defense industry analysts suggest that global military R&D competition might lie behind this decision. From the 2010s onward, the accelerating global race over hypersonic missiles, quantum technologies, and high-intensity electromagnetic systems may have triggered a parallel movement in patent offices. According to international intellectual property rules, being the first party to register the theoretical framework of a strategic technology provides a major advantage. Indeed, it is known that Salvatore Pais's patent application was initially rejected by patent examiners as physically impossible, but was approved after Navy officials sent official correspondence emphasizing the technology's importance for national security and strategic R&D processes. While this situation does not offer definitive proof of active laboratory prototypes working behind the scenes, it is accepted as a significant sign of how seriously military institutions treat these unconventional physics theories. In a 1915 article, Nikola Tesla wrote, "When the time comes, humanity will control electromagnetic fields, overcome the limits of gravity, and build vehicles that move through the sky without leaving any trace." Today, whether certain unidentified aerial phenomena observed in the skies that seem to defy the laws of physics are entirely unknown atmospheric events or highly advanced human-made electromagnetic prototypes remains a mystery. However, one thing is certain. The electromagnetic vision Tesla left unfinished continues to echo in one way or another within modern military patents and advanced physics research today. It is difficult to know how much of the truth remains hidden behind the locked doors of government archives. But as these theoretical gaps close, the mystery comes a bit more to light. What do you think? Could the ideas pulled from those trunks in 1943 be the hidden cornerstones of modern technology? Share your thoughts below. See you in the next research file. For now, goodbye.